Hello, Tetsuclaw here. I thought I'd bring you another video test of a new program I found called Primo Cache. And basically, what it does is it takes any solid state that you have and will allow you to use a solid state drive or even your system memory to be a cache to a hard drive. So when you go to load things up from the hard drive, the most used things will actually go into the cache, and next time you try to load it up, it will load faster. Now, to do this test, using the cheapest solid state drive I was able to find. I managed to get myself an ADATA SU655 3D NAND SSD that's only 120 gigs. So one of the cheapest solid state drives I can find. I picked it up on Amazon for only 20 US or 20 Canadian dollars. I'll link my computer build in the description from PC Part Picker, but the only difference from when I posted it till now is I did upgrade the video card to a GTX 1070 a while ago. Now, to configure Primo Cache, you go into Manage Level 2 Storage, then Create Level 2 Storage, and then from there you'll find your solid state drive, which is right here. Actually, right there. So the ADATA SU655. It'll get you to format. It'll tell you that the volume will be lost, meaning that it'll lose its drive letter and you won't be able to see it in File Manager or File Explorer anymore, since it'll end up being a special partition for the cache. Now, another thing is with the level 2 storage, like I have my Intel 660p SSD here. If I just partitioned it to have like 100 gigs off of it, then I could use that separate partition as the cache and then have the Windows and everything else installed on the main partition and still use the smaller sectioned off partition to boost another hard drive in the system. So if you're looking to build a computer and you got a massive Steam library, you can get yourself like a 500 gig SSD, partition off 100 gigs of it, and then cache that to your like 6 or 8 terabyte hard drive, and you'll have ample room to be able to install your games on. So now we go to create new cache task, and this will allow you to actually cache multiple hard drives going across. Now, the hard drive that I have all my games installed on right now that I did for the test was the Toshiba drive, which is a 7200 RPM 3 terabyte hard drive. So I'm just going to get that set up here, but you are able to check multiple drives and have a single cache multiple drives. Now, under preset configurations, this is where if you want to optimize for the type of use, in this case, it'll be accelerate read, because if you're going to be installing games on there, the only writing you're going to do usually is for your save files, which doesn't take that much time, but actually loading all the maps and loading the game itself is going to be the heavy load, so you want to accelerate the read on it. So from there, you have level 1 and level 2 cache. Level 1 cache is your system memory. Now, I only have 16 gigs of RAM installed in my system, and I don't want to section off that much of my RAM just for a cache. So in this case, for the test, I did 0, having to buy additional RAM to add a bit of a cache that way. Kind of defeats the purpose of saving money and not buying all solid state storage if you need that much room. So here I'll use the level 2 cache, will be the solid state drive that we got. Now, the reason why I got myself the cheapest solid state drive I can find was because the smaller capacities, like 120 gigs, tends to be the slowest. Uh, I'll actually link a link from another video from Linus Tech Tips. They'll actually show the difference and why the smaller hard drives tend to be slower and larger hard drives tend to be faster for the solid state drives. So this is trying to do like the worst case scenario on how little it will boost your speed with a slower solid state drive, but it does do a wonderful job here from the previous video. So go to start, and now I have this set up here. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully this might help you decide what kind of storage you might need for your system, whether Primo Cache should be a good option or not. Primo Cache itself costs 30 US dollars. Pairing that with a cheap solid state drive and a large capacity hard drive, or even going for partition off your main solid state drive to boost a hard drive.